We pass them every day, either when we are walking, driving your car, sitting on public transport, in the supermarket or shops, even on social media. But have you ever paused for a moment to realise that these people we encounter every day are actually loved immeasurably as much by God as He loves us, you and I, and they died for them too? Do you know the most pressing public health concern Australia is right now? It has even been described as the greatest epidemic facing our country. You may be surprised to know that it is actually loneliness. Did you get that? Loneliness is the greatest health challenge facing our neighbours right now. 1 in 5 Australians agree that with a statement when asked that they feel very lonely. But here's the thing, God has built a church in order to lead the way in our community and transform our neighbours to experience His amazing love and be the answer to the current health pandemic of loneliness in our community. But how do we do that? By genuinely loving and caring for them, our neighbours. God has planned you right where He needs you. The challenges that we face is to realise it's a personal thing. It's a personal ministry to our neighbour, not just the ones you live next door to or walk down the street, but your neighbour is anyone you come in contact with in your day-to-day life. Your friends, your family, your neighbours, your workmates, your uni friends, your school friends, whoever you see every day is someone that Jesus cares about, and we should care about them too. In Matthew 22, Jesus has an encounter with a Pharisee who is actually a learned expert in the law. And he asked him this question. He said, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" And Jesus replied with this great statement. He says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it." And he says, "Love your neighbour as yourself." Every morning, Chantal and I go for a walk, and we seek to be healthy and get our exercise. We've met all kinds of people as we walk around, and they're all different ages, and it's just all a part of community. But it's a community that cares and listens. We've met vets to students, to uni students, to retirees, to real estate agents, even Dave, who is 93. He gets out and has exercise and socialisation. Then there's the mother who just had to share the news the other morning that she was 12 weeks pregnant, and she had to tell someone. Each one of these people is loved by God, and when we see them as our neighbours, we begin to see them and love them too. The same love Jesus shares and wants to give around to us. Each morning as they walk by, we say a little prayer for them. And yes, there's also those who have earbuds or keep jogging, and even cranky pants who obviously got out the side of the bed on the wrong way, but they can't stop me from praying for them. So here's a challenge for you today. I dare you to connect. I dare you to connect with your neighbours and those in your everyday life and see them with the same eyes that Jesus sees them. Yes, they may be cranky, others may be down on their luck and having a challenging day. But Jesus placed you right where you are today in order that you can connect with them, bring the love of Jesus to them, and build a relationship with them. Small things done with great love will change the world. I really believe that. I believe that if we as a church can rise up and do small things in people's lives, they can really change the world and experience the love of Jesus Christ. Ellen White writes, "The greatest argument in favour of the gospel is a loving and lovable Christian." May we as Adventists be known by our love for our friends, our family and our neighbours, and may they come to see Jesus through us in our everyday lives. May we dare to connect.